Hi, I'm Andrew Graham, the President and CEO of Clinic Service. I'm joining you today on our 40th birthday, which we think is quite an accomplishment for a small business, a family-run business, and one that we're quite proud of. As the industry continues to change, the medical practices that we support continually need help with fighting regulation, handling insurance company policies, negotiating ever-increasing technologies, and generally knowing which way to go to make sure that their small businesses can be successful. That's where Clinic Service is proud to support these offices in their ability to perform great medicine. How are we poised to respond to the ever-changing landscape that we exist in? The first begins with a very simple premise here at Clinic Service. There really isn't a difference between being a leader in the industry and educating others. That includes working with our offices so that they have thorough understanding of how industry changes, technological changes, and general policies from insurance companies and the government will impact their ability to get paid moving forward. We're proud to help doctors achieve this reality. What does it mean for our customers? Back in the 80s, Clinic Service had a marketing tagline called "Be a Doctor, Doctor," kind of a play on the old 7-Up Dr. Pepper model that was out there. That message is still as true today in 2014 as it was in the early 80s. Doctors continually are faced with challenges from health systems, from hospitals, from the pressures of running a small business that stand in their way of practicing the medicine that they want. We want doctors to stay focused on great medical care. We believe that's the greatest gift that they can give back to our society, and truly why they went to medical school in the first place, to help others. If we can take the administrative burdens off of their back so that they can stay focused on providing great medical care, then we're achieving our mission, something we're very proud to do for our doctors. What does being 40 mean to us as a company? First of all, we're very proud of turning 40 years old. Running a small business is a ridiculously difficult enterprise. It is very hard to deal with the state, to deal with employees, to deal with all the rules and regulations, let alone keep enough business so that you make payroll every month. That's a challenge that for 40 years Clinic Service has stepped up to the plate and never missed. We're very proud of that. As we look forward to what the next 40 years might offer us, we know that we're going to have to change. We know that our industry is going to continually change. We know that our technologies today will be obsolete tomorrow, and we have to stay on top of those. We know there will be new entrants into the market with different, more innovative products, and how can Clinic Service adapt to those? We pay very close attention to all these different industry trends, and the main way we do that is by collaboration with our clients, by talking to our doctors. The best information we receive comes from the front line, and the best way to get that information is to build solid relationships with those client partners so that we can best serve them in a way that their needs are met. It's a partnership, it truly is, and we're proud to have that partnership with a large number of offices in Colorado and beyond. It's something we're proud to have worked very hard to achieve. We work every day with every single person in our staff to make sure that their needs come first. But we don't do that without sacrificing our own needs. We're proud to announce for the second year in a row we're a top workplace in Colorado. This comes from investing in our people, treating them with respect, and operating from a standpoint of ultimate integrity in the way that we treat each other. If we are true to ourselves, if we tell the truth all the time, and if we work with others in a way that we appreciate how we treat each other is just as important as what we do, we'll have success all day long. We've proven this in the 40 years it's taken to get here, and we continue to keep that philosophy up as we manage our people to move forward in the future here. What is it like to work at Clinic Service? Jim had just spoken often, Jim the founder, had just spoken often about the integrity. It is the unquestioning #1 rule of what makes our business successful. We tell the truth as fast as we can, we do the best job we can, we do it with honest intent at all times, and we communicate with our clients clearly, plainly, and with factual information. And that foundation creates a great opportunity for all of us to have continued success as we move forward. One of the things that makes Clinic Service so special is the culture that we've created. Top workplace, best places to work, those are awards. What really matters is how we work together to achieve the results that our clients need. It's stressful, it's hard. Some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. You never know who's up and who's down. having the culture and the rules of the road that we put together, and it's a we put together, the senior management team, as well as the middle managers and frontline, all put those rules of the road together. Having the rules of the road at Clinic Service has created an opportunity for everybody to know what sheet of music we're playing from. What are the rules? How do I act? How do I perform? What's expected of me? And because they're so well defined, it leaves very little room for anybody to not understand how well we work together, how we're supposed to behave, how we're supposed to act, or inevitably, as always happens, very tough, challenging, intellectually stimulating questions, quandaries, challenges get posed. If we stick to the truth, if we stick to our rules, if we stick to who we are, we win every time. The medical industry is going to continue to change. We know that. The changes are going to be largely driven by government regulation, insurance companies, but they're also going to be adaptive to new innovative technologies that are attempting to streamline the process. Efforts that are currently going on relating to EMR implementation, ICD-10 transitions, simple items like that are driven by these technologies that are enabling medical care to continue to prosper. We want to make sure that as that industry continues to shift, as those innovations come up, that it doesn't distract a doctor's ability to see a patient and provide great medical care. So our job is to look for all those trends, create mechanisms, systems, and processes that will allow those doctors to continue to provide that care while we take off that administrative burden. We expect that administrative burden to increase over the next decade, certainly. We expect consolidation of practices and health systems to become very much the norm with everything that we're seeing and working with. We expect small independent hospitals to really look at how to be entrepreneurial again. And we look at big hospital and health systems maybe overgrowing what they were capable of handling in the first place and looking to outsource those to smaller businesses that focus much more on the niche. So for many, many years, Clinic Service was a happy little billing company that was billing and collecting from insurance companies and patients, and doing so in a way that was far better than anybody else in our market from a competitive standpoint. As the industry has changed, the needs that the doctors have of us have also changed. Medical billing is still very much a core part of what our core business are, but we've needed to look at ancillary ideas that would also support these doctors. This includes making sure their technologies work, anything from network support to general desktop support. This includes account payable, very nuts and bolts, small business, QuickBook-oriented style of accounting and accounts payable, bank reconciliations, etc. We're looking at different consulting services. It's very difficult to keep track with all of the various changes, all of the various policies, all of the HR regulations, all of the small business regulations. We're looking at ways that we can build collaborative communication relationships with our clients so that they can streamline their processes, improve their workflows, and ultimately maximize their cash flow. That's really where our core service is. We're very cautious to stick to our niche. There are many things that we could do to provide additional services to doctors, but our core business is really helping them with the nuts and bolts financial and business management of what they do, all the back office support that is necessary to run that business. That's a lot of work to do. We like to stick to that niche, we like to do it the best we can, and those results then cascade throughout the rest of those practices. As our world continues to get complex, doctors are leaving residency programs, medical school, and they're joining large hospital systems and health systems, and it isn't necessarily always everything that it was promised to be. The realities of being a doctor are much different than the dream of being a doctor, and that takes many years for doctors to truly understand the impact of what that means. At Clinic Service, we want to soften that blow. We want to make it possible that a doctor can practice entrepreneurial medicine and do so successfully. We do so by providing the systems, the processes, and 40 years of a methodology that we have seen work very successfully in any number of specialties, in any number of practices. As a small business owner and a founder of a company myself, jumping off the entrepreneurial cliff is a terrifying experience for anybody in any industry. In the medical industry, it's even harder to do. But once you do jump, if you build yourself support systems around you that take care of your back office and let you focus on the niche that you're good at, your specialty, your medical care, practicing your training in the way that you want to, and letting somebody else handle the back end details, which is our core specialty, That's how we're helping new doctors be successful, existing practices maximize their revenue, and creating long-standing results for these small business. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of hustle, but the good hustle leads to some great things for these offices, and that's what we're here to support them to do.